Now that's a brand I haven't seen before. Target Fish.
No, I'd not heard of it till the other day either, Tom. It's a new company.
Right.
One of the people who's behind it is a very good friend of mine and yours as well.
Uncle Sean, we'll call him.
Yeah, Uncle Sean. But it's a new range. It's not a big range, which is on the plus side, but it's more of a silverfishy type range of ground baits, as opposed to all the commercial ground baits what keep coming out in fish meal with this in and fish meal with that in. So this is more of a standard silverfish range of ground baits, so there's no fish meal in them whatsoever. They have got a couple more ground baits, but I will talk about them, Tom, but I think it's the wrong time of the year for them now, because they're more yellow coloured and lighter greens and stuff like that. So I think they're more of a summer type ground bait. So I just wanted to, I picked 4 out of the range, which are what I class for this time of the year. So we've got a spice punch crumb.
Yep.
We've got an all-round dark.
Yep.
We've got a silverfish black.
Yep.
And we've got, as it says on the tin, the Big
River.
Big River. And when you do the arc, that one has got loads of particles in it. But the one I am most excited about and like is this one. It's your pal will like this, Alex, down at on the fens as well.
Oh yeah.
I think your little
I can smell it from here. It smells a bit like
this is
what's that loaf of bread you get at Christmas, like fruit loaf or something?
No, stolen cake.
That's it. It smells like that.
This is Christmas in a bag, if you want to put it that way. I wish we had. I always hear them on telly when on these cooking programs when they say, "Oh, I wish you could smell this through your telly. I wish we'd got a smell." What is it?
Smell-o-vision.
Smelly-vision. Yeah, and that is beautiful.
I can smell it from here. Very strong.
It is really, really
Let's
nice.
come and have a look, because what I always think with this, I want fine. I'm looking for a fine. Oh yeah, very, very.
Very fine, but it's got loads of extra particles mixed in. It is a pure bread.
Actually, all these are. Look.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see. That's not sweepings up. I know
No.
it sounds.
No.
It sounds horrible, but you can tell sometimes.
You don't need to sieve these off, Tom,
No.
for your winter fishing. Like with some of them, you have to sieve them off, don't you? Because they have too many big particles. Not saying that they're wrong, but sometimes for us winter commercial fishing or winter canal fishing, the particles in the ground for the English, we're a bit weird as in England because we like really fine ground baits, don't we?
Yeah.
Some of the continentals laugh at us because that's why they have these big.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? We think we're catching small fish, so we want a real fine mix.
Yeah.
On the continent, when you see some of their mixers, what they use on canals to catch little fish, we'd use it for catching carp.
Yeah.
It's got real big particles in. But anyway, that's another story. So for our market, for the English market, they're a lovely range of ground baits, really fine, but different.
Talk to me in pound notes. And what's that? A 2 kilo bag? That?
No, the kilo bags. They're a proper kilo bag. $4.99 for the punch crumb.
Yeah.
$4.50 for the other 3.
Right. So it's very reasonably priced.
Reasonably priced, and the kilo bag. But this no spice crumb, I think, is going to be a real winner. As I say, when you smell it, it is the smell of Christmas. It smells really cinnamon and cardamom in it, fenugreek. There's all kinds.
It sounds a bit like Delia Smith then, doesn't it?
What do they call them things? What you used to? I was trying to think what the smells like the other day. Each shop when I smelt it for the first time. Them is it Pomperay?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
What you have at Christmas with all the dried fruits, but
Yeah.
smell and that is what that smells like in a bag. Kyle Hartley went fishing on the Stayforth and Keadby Canal practicing for the Winter League at the weekend, and he managed to get a bag off Tom, and he took this on the canal on Wednesday and he caught over £18.
Brilliant.
So
that works then.
It don't put fish off. Funnily enough as well, with the punch crumb,
Yeah.
A lot of time when you punch crumb fishing, you don't catch any perch or very few perch. You might catch one or two straight away, but then they don't seem to come and sit over punch crumb. I don't know if it's because of the colour of it. And
Yeah,
that
probably. Yeah, they stick a dark baits. I forgot
more
the
like
perch.
dark baits, don't they? But they don't like to sit over white stuff. But he caught loads and loads of perch with this. And the only thing I can think of is because of the spices and that what's in it.
Maybe.
They actually honed in onto the smell
Yeah.
as opposed to just the colour. So that is a fantastic new ground bait, and it's one I think with the lads on the fens as well, fishing down at March and the old Neen and places like that. I think that one this winter will be a real winner. A couple of the other ones, I'm just going to quickly go through them. Tom, is the all-rounder. Nice dark mix again. It's got a few different speckles of different things in them, which they've got a lot of amino acids, amino additives in these and what have you. But this one is the all-rounder, as it says on the tin. This one would be perfect for fishing on our canal system, Air and Calder, New Junction, places like that. Bit deeper, you know, your canals between 8 to 12 foot deep like ours are. Slow moving rivers, places like the River Soar and places like that. That would be a fantastic mix for that. The silverfish one is the lightest one in the range. This one makes a brilliant cloud. It's really, really fine. And this one, it makes a brilliant cloud. Or if you're doing a bit of squat fishing and pinky fishing on shallow canals up to 4 foot deep, you can use this one on its own.
Maybe mix the two even a bit.
Mix the two together so you can make it. That one's quite more sticky than that one, so you can make a consistency up with it. This is, Sean did say that to me. He says this one is basically for fishing on very shallow waters. But it is a really good ground bait for mixing between the big river and the all-rounder, because you can bulk the mix up for one, make this one less sticky, because this is the stickiest one in the range. So if you're after something for boiling in on rivers with loads of particles in, stuff like that, putting soil in, you're going down on the Y in a few weeks, it'd be brilliant for on there, boiling in with loads of casters and hemp and a bit of chopped worm in it. But if you put some of this silverfish one into it, you can calm the mix down if you want, and make it not quite as sticky, but it'd still be good on our canal system and things like that. So there is quite a big range. They've actually, Target Fish have got a fantastic website. And if you want to know more about the ingredients and the other ground baits what are in the range, if you have a look on the internet, put Target Fishing and have a read about all the ground baits, it tells you in more in depth what they all do and where they're suited for fishing.